Man growing up in Regina, Dunc Fisher was a natural athlete. He was a competitive swimmer, quarterback of the Balfour Technical School football team, a runner on the track team, and shortstop on the baseball team. But it was hockey that would take him the farthest in his athletic career.
Many years ago when I was a young kid in Regina here, and went into the Parks League and graduated all up through the Parks League system, and then I played junior here with the Regina Abbots.
Fisher first established himself as a player to watch with the Regina Pats in 1945. In his one season with the Pats, he tallied 44 points, 28 goals, 16 assists in just 26 games.
They amalgamated the two junior teams in Regina and formed one team in hopes of winning the Memorial Cup. But we got beat out by a Moose Jaw in that year.
He turned pro the following year, playing with the American Hockey League's New Haven Ramblers, a farm team of the New York Rangers. He finished the season as the third highest scorer on the team and was voted most popular player that year by New Haven fans. By the 1948-49 season, Fisher had made the leap to the National Hockey League. As a member of the Rangers, his solid play led to a sixth-place finish in voting for the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year.
It was something to play at the stadium here in Regina, and then the next year to step out on the ice in Madison Square Gardens where there was 14,000, 15,000 people. And it was pretty startling for a prairie boy to do that at that time.
The following year, Fisher had his best year in the NHL. Playing on the Rangers' top line, he recorded 33 points. The Rangers made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, losing to Detroit after a hard-fought 7-game series.
It was a good series, and it went 7 games. And we were in the second overtime of the 7th game, which was stretching it out quite a ways. And I happened to get a breakaway sort of from the blue line in from Edgar LaPrade, who passed me the puck. And I hit the goal post, which would have meant if it had gone in, we would have won the Stanley Cup.
During the 1952-53 season, Fisher was playing in the AHL again, this time with Boston's farm team, the Hershey Bears. For 8 seasons, Fisher was a leader on the Bears. In his second year with the team, he set an AHL record by scoring 13 game-winning goals, a record that stood until 2004. With the Bears, Dunc scored 40 or more goals in 4 separate seasons. He was named an AHL All-Star 6 times, leading the Bears to 2 championships in 1958 and 59. Fisher remains the Bears' career leader in goals scored with 260. Throughout his hockey career, Fisher would return home for the spring and summer working for the city of Regina. His lifelong love of swimming led him to the city's aquatics program. In 1955, he began managing the Wascana Pool. In 1975, he was asked by the city to manage the newly constructed Lawson Aquatic Center, a facility he had helped plan as a volunteer for the Western Canada Summer Games. Shortly after, he became the manager of the entire aquatics program.
Mr. Castillo, who was the recreation director for the city, phoned me and asked me if I'd come down to the city hall and see him. And I said, sure. So I went to talk to him, and he asked me if I'd like to be the aquatic director. And I said, sure. And also run all the pools in the city. So I thought it over, and I left International Paints for 15 years and went and worked for the city and stayed there till they kicked me out. I had to retire. I got to be 65. Being inducted to the Hall of Fame is really something. There's a lot of players that are in the Hall of Fame that you wonder, am I in a class with them? The only thing I can deduct is maybe I am.